Hi there, everybody. This is Mark Bromley, your favorite author and artist of the Yoranthium book series. And today we're talking about the first premiere book cover for the ebook of Yoranthium, Part 1, Book 1, Lost Hope, which is the very first book of the series, and it was the ebook that I put out. And this is the quick artwork that I put up for my very first book cover design that I ever put together. And in this design, you have the typical edging, frill, or the framing that was supposed to look more Renaissance. And then you have the green parchment background that is to give you the appearance of the sea and the ocean and a parchment feel, making it kind of antique and making the book look like it's older than it actually is because it's brand new. It was written in 2021, in December of 2021. All in one month, I wrote 478 pages of it. And anyways, I had done an edit on it to correct all its flaws. And then that's when I got hacked and it got stolen. And then I found out that people had planned to steal my work. And from the indications, it may have been here locally, here in North Glen, North Korea of Colorado, that they tried to actually steal my book. And I had in my Facebook, I had messages from one particular council member on NURA, which is supposed to be helping businesses in blights instead of not attacking them or hurting them. That's not their job. That's not their goal. I don't know why Becky Brown's so insane or so completely nuts that she's decided to go that direction because honestly, I don't work with her. I don't care about her. I'm not married to her, and I wouldn't because she's ugly. She's disgustingly ugly. And so I don't know why she's decided to pick on me and attack me the way she lies about me and tells dishonest fibs about me all the time. Why? I have no idea. She's from like San Diego. I didn't grow up in town with her. I mean, I do go down that street where she lives because I have a friend on that street. When I was growing up, he lived down that street there. But there's no reason for her to hate me or anything. But she does, and she thinks that I owe her money for some reason, and I owe her nothing, nothing at all. If she spent money on campaign finances or something like that because she wanted to defeat me, that's her fault. That's her spending that. As a matter of fact, I spent very little money in my campaigns, and I do pretty good in my campaigns. And the Democrats have spent well over $1 million to defeat me in elections. Actually, they spent like $600,000 in 2022 throughout the year to bolster their election campaign by promoting themselves at these city events. So your tax-paying dollars paid for the Democrats to get elected in Colorado. That's what they're using your tax-paying dollars for. And then they reach into their own pockets, and then they have Soros giving them funding through Emerge and a bunch of other things like that. And that's the philanthropy. He's not a philanthropist. He's a dictator. It's not philanthropy when you're a dictator. Philanthropy is giving out money freely without a whole bunch of strings and trying to dictate what that message is supposed to be. That's not philanthropy. That's control. That's a lie. Soros is just a child of the Nazis. He was created and bred and designed by the Nazis in that part of the world. So was Schwab, that Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum, BlackRock. You know these people. Yeah, they're all Nazis, children of the Nazis, created by it, and that's their whole finance system. And they're not philanthropists. That's just a complete lie. I mean, when they have children that are doing perverted things and disgusting things to the psyche of real people and screwing with them and messing with them, yeah, that's just awful. That's evil. That's evil. It's like trying to pal around with Hunter Biden. There's going to be a moment that he becomes completely psychotic and hurts you. That's what he does to people, isn't it? Yeah, that's what he does. That's what the movies show. A lot of pain and suffering that he inflicts onto others because he's a terrible person. He's a person I would have been happy to let be to keep incarcerated in a Japanese prison cell if he was one of those people that did the things that happen overseas with some of the most evil of our kind that go overseas and do terrible things to people that are just trying to get a buy and stuff like that. There's some awful parts of the world, um, kind of like Tijuana. It happens in Thailand. There are red light districts that people get taken advantage of, human trafficking, slave labor. I was on patrol and had to stop things like that. And every single time I ran into an American that had some politician pulling strings to get them back stateside instead of sitting in a Japanese prison, I was so pissed off. I didn't even want to drop off those papers or deliver those kind of papers. I wanted to burn them and say that person deserves to stay in that prison for as long as possible. Um, I would leave them. I would leave them there if it was my choice. I would say they come over here to a foreign country, they commit a terrible crime against somebody else, they can stay in the prison. That's my feeling about it. Anyway, anyways, the same nonsense happens here and stuff like that. So I wrote this book, Yoranthium, talking about the politics and the messed up people that I run into and the adventures that I have with these corrupt criminals creating the North Korea of the United States of America right here in North Glen, Adams County in Colorado. The real depressing conditions. And this book is really nice. I started out with the heart of Yoranthium, of the sea elves, the three-chambered heart, with the fourth appendage, the fourth chamber being an appendage of magics. It's a process of technology and science, which I go into much later in the later books of the series of Yoranthium. And when I get there, you'll see it's a different story than the mythological story of the creation of the sea elves, which is another video you can watch. That's just the mythological tale that the sea elves believe, but the actual truth reality is a lot sadder than that reality, than that mythology they have. And basically, it's real stuff happening in our real world right now, and you're going to actually experience some of what that is, my book series. And yeah, it's my book series will piss off the WEF. It will piss off Klaus Schwab, the clown of the children of the Nazis, along with his brother Soros, the Hungarian who used Hillary Clinton and the Clinton regime to get his dual citizenship through dishonesty. But he was never an American. He's a Hungarian. He's a child of the Nazi. He hates the United States in reality. He's just another enemy, buying his way, buying the Bidens, buying corruption in our political system. And that's what Uranthium is about. It's about the corruption in our political system in a nice twisted tale of fantasy and fiction with the elves and true princesses, not the Disney ones that they're making today, not all that sham scam bam 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 damn doom boom 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 stuff that's gone down down and down the hill in complete doom. Now this is up. This is an upward one. This is enlightening. This is a more spiritual level, brings us to a whole, to understanding that we should be actually working to help one another as a human species, not hurt one another as the Democrats would. And that's what it actually is. So please support my book, Uranthium. Go ahead and contact me, order some artwork, buy the books, get the ebook right now. I'm going to try to get some hard book back books out there on the shelves this year. Uh, let you know when that actually happens, and hopefully everything goes really well. And this is the Uranthium. There's the island in the background. That's actually a three-dimensional sculpted island that I put in the picture right there from the top-down view. And you can see the actual size of the island. It's a lot bigger than you might think. It's pretty massive. There's like three major cities on there, a couple smaller ones, and they got a little port, an entire navy uh, on two sides of the island there, and they got a big, massive cave where they get all their mithril, all their metal, all their mythic metals that they blend with a magical resin that grows from the cherry blossom trees on their island. And it's a very artistic culture. So I do hope you like it. And thanks for listening to me. I'm Mark Bromley, your artist and author of the Yoranthium book series. You have a great day.